Hello everyone. So today we'll do question number 8 and 9 of exercise 8.3 chapter 8 comparing quantities. Now in question number 8 what we have? So what we have in question number 8, Amina buys a book for rupees 275 and sells it at a loss of 15%. How much does she sell it for? Now what are the things given? Cost price is given. Cost price is given rupees 275. 275 is given and loss percent is given. Loss percent, students. That is how much it is given? 15%. It is given 15%. Now I already conveyed you when CP and loss percent is given, what would be the formula of SP? So write it down. So SP would be CP into 100 plus, sorry, not, it is loss percent is there, so we'll write minus loss percent by 100. So this is the formula that we have to use here. This is the formula that we have to use here. So now in place of CP we'll write 275 100 minus, in place of loss percent we'll write only 15, do not give the percent sign, and whole you divided by 100. So now 275 into 100 minus 15 is 75, no sorry 85, just a minute, into 85, and this you have to divide it by 100. Now let's reduce this with 5. 5 17s are 5 20. Now again we can reduce this. 5 5s are 25, 25, 5 4s are 20. Okay, now if I have to multiply this, so my multiplication product would be 935. 935 by 4. And if I have to divide this 935 by 4, my answer would be rupees 233.75. Okay, rupees 233.75. Let me write it here. That will be much better. Okay. That is, if I multiply this, my answer would be 935 by 4. And when we divide this 935 by 4, my answer would be rupees 233.75. So this is your SP, students. So this is your SP and this is your required answer. So this is the solution of question number 8. So now let's move on to question number 9. Now, before we start question number 9, I would like to give you some formulas which will be very, very important for the rest of the sums of this exercise. Now, the formulas for what? Simple interest. From this question, we'll start a new part, that is a simple interest and amount. So, the formula of simple interest, which is denoted by SI also. Fine. So formula of simple interest is principal into R into T by 100. Fine. So formula of simple interest, that is SI is equals to P into R into T by 100, where P is principal. I will explain you what is principal. T is time period and R is rate percent. Fine. Always remember that in the question, one number will along with the percentage sign. That particular value is always a rate percent. Okay. Now there is another formula which is very, very important, that is amount. Amount is what? Principal plus SI. These are the two formulas which will be very, very important. Okay. Now let us try to understand what is simple interest and what is principal, time, rate and amount and all of them. Okay, suppose here is a man. Okay, here is a man and he goes to the bank. Fine. And he demands for a loan from a bank manager. from a bank manager. He demands for a loan of suppose rupees 10,000. Okay, so he wants 10,000 and he's demanding this, not demanding, he's requesting that if he can get a loan of 10,000 from this bank or not. So bank manager is quite happy. He wants to give the loan to him, but he gives some conditions. Okay, he said, this manager said to this person, okay, I'm ready to give you 10,000 rupees, but I have some conditions. Fine, you have to follow that condition. Now, first of all, we'll talk about this particular amount. Fine, this is the value. So this value, the amount, the value or the money which he is taking from the bank, this will be considered as principal. Okay, this will be considered as principal. Now, what are the conditions that manager offers him to this particular person? The manager says to him that he will give the money to this person only when he returns the money. He returns the money by suppose 1 year, and he has to pay 10% interest on this money. So manager says to this particular person that I will only give you 10,000 only if you can return this whole money within 1 year. Okay, and on this money you have to give me 10% interest. 10% interest. See, I am saying interest. So this interest is called simple interest. Fine. So now this particular person finds out that what is the rate of interest that he has to give to the bank. Definitely he will return this 10,000 amount, 10,000 rupees to the bank manager, but along with this 10,000, some extra money also he has to pay to the bank. What is that extra money? What is that extra money? Fine. And that extra money is a profit of a bank, which they earn when they give loan to somebody. So that extra money is called interest. Okay. So now this person will calculate what is the extra money along with this. What is the extra money that he has to pay with this particular formula? That is, if I calculate this, principal is 10,000. So if I put 10,000 in place of principal, see, and what is the rate percent? Rate percent is always given in percentage form. So this is an interest he is charging, 10, and the entire money he has to return back within what? 1 year. So in place of time, you will put 1 divided by 100. So if you reduce this, so we see that rupees 1,000 is coming. That means this person understands that when he will return the money to the bank, he will return this 10,000 also, and along with this 10,000, he will also return this 1,000 to the bank. That means what is the total amount? What is the total amount he is giving to the bank? This formula will work out now. Okay, now amount I have to check. That is the principal which I have taken. Principal, what he has taken from the bank is 10,000 rupees. That definitely he will return bank to bank. Now what is the extra money? What is the interest that he is paying, as because he is taking some money from the bank? So what is the interest he has to pay? 1,000. So what is the total money he is paying back to the bank? It is not 10,000 but 11,000. So 1,000 is a profit for the bank. So this is the story of simple interest. There are many more stories will come gradually, but these are the basic things that what happens with this simple interest and amount. I hope everyone is understood. Now I believe that once you have heard this, if you have understood this whole thing, then it will be very easier for you to do question number 9. Okay, so now let's do question number 9, sum number 1. Now let's do sum number A of question number 9. So what exactly we have to find out in question number 9? Find the amount to be paid at the end of 3 years. See, they have already said what we have to find out. We have to find out amount. We have to find out the amount. And how many years they have given? Time they have given 3 years. And in sum number A, they have also given principal and 12% in percent per annum. Now you see, principal is given rupees 1,200. And I said that any amount, any value which is having a percentage sign, that would be a rate percent. 12% PA. And now what this is, what about this PA? PA means per annum, means ek saal mein, per annum. Okay, means in 1 year. Okay. Now what are the values given? P is given R is given, T is given, and we have to find out amount. And we know that what is the formula of amount? That is P plus SI. P plus SI. Now if you observe this particular formula properly, then you see principal we already know. 1200 is already given in the question, but we are not aware of SI. So to get the value of amount, we have to first find the value of SI. And we also know the formula of SI, that is, what is SI? SI is P into R into T by 100. Now we'll put the values. What is the value of principal? 1200. What is rate given? Only you will write 12, not 12%. Remember, only you will write 12. Now time is given 3 years. Divide this whole with 100. Now you have to reduce these 2 zeros. Now SI would be rupees 12 into 12 is 144. 12 into 12 is 144, and 144 into 3 would be rupees 432. Rupees 432. Now this is the extra amount. This is the extra amount that a person has to pay to the bank or to any of the lender. Fine, along with this particular value. That is 1200 also he has to pay. 432 he will also pay. So what is the total amount that he is paying? That is, always write the formula, sorry, that is principal plus SI. Now principal is rupees 1200 and SI is rupees 432. So overall he is going to pay 1632 rupees. So this is a solution of sum number A. I hope all of you have understood. Now let's do sum number B. Now we'll do sum number B. In sum number B also we have to find out the same thing, that is amount. Okay, time is same for both the sum, that is 3 years. It is already given 3 years. Principal is this time given 7,500 and rate amount is given 5% per annum. 5% per annum. So we'll use the same formula, because until and unless you do not know the value of SI, you won't be able to find out amount. So let us find out SI. Now what is principal? 7,500. Rate is given 5 and time is 3. So we have to divide this whole with by 100. So we'll reduce this 2 zeros. So now we'll get the values as rupees 1125. 1125. So this is the interest charged on 7,500 at a rate of 5% for 3 years. Now what will be the total amount? Total amount would be, again we have to write the formula, principal plus simple interest. Principal is given rupees 7,500 plus SI is rupees 1125. Now if I add this value, then I will get the answer as rupees 8,625. So this is a required answer of sum number B of question number 9. That's it for today's session, students. Thank you so much. God bless you and take care.
Yes, sir, just